The man was shocked to see that the campus beauty he hadn't seen in 5 years looked more stunning than ever, while he himself had become more and more ordinary. If it weren't for today's class reunion, he might never have had a chance to see her again. 5 years had passed, and the rich kids he used to look down on were now all successful in their careers. In contrast, he was once the top student, but had struggled ever since graduation. The overwhelming sense of failure made him feel ashamed. He made up an excuse and hid in the restroom, only to overhear a few rich classmates talking in low voices, mocking him as a useless nerd without holding back, even plotting to embarrass him in front of the campus beauty after they left. He could no longer hold it in. He cursed himself as a loser in the mirror, and in a burst of anger, he smashed the mirror with his fist. A shard cut into his forehead, and he soon lost consciousness when he woke up. A strange voice echoed in his head system. Successfully bound, turns out he had activated a bragging system while unconscious. Anytime someone bragged in front of him, the system would recognize it and give him a matching reward. He returned to the private room, where a rich classmate tried to impress the campus beauty by claiming he had 10 million in assets, and bragged that his watch alone was worth over $1 million a second later. The man's phone vibrated. A transfer of 10 million had just landed in his account in that moment. He realized the system was real. Another classmate refused to be outdone. He bragged about just getting a brand new Maybach. As soon as the words left his mouth, another reward was credited. The room's energy shifted. One rich kid declared loudly that his uncle was a shareholder in the hotel, and anyone mentioning his name would get a discount. The man couldn't help but laugh, because every single word they had bragged had already been converted by the system and turned into his assets. The rich kid thought he was being mocked, slammed the table, and was about to fight. But the next moment, the private room doors swung open. A group of people entered and delivered all the rewards right in front of everyone. Curious classmates leaned in to see and gasped in shock. The hotel's full ownership had been transferred to the man's. Named the rich kid refused to believe it. He was sure the man had hired actors and made a bet. If the man was really the owner, he'd drink ash water like tea. The manager came in and confirmed that the man's black card was authentic. The rich kid went pale and under everyone's watch. He was forced to drink the ash water. Everyone moved downstairs. But the rich kid still wouldn't give up. He bragged again, saying his dad had opened a car dealership for him. The system triggered once more, and the ownership of that dealership was instantly transferred to the man. A few new cars were delivered to the scene. The man immediately gave them to two of his closest buddies, one car each. The rich kid scoffed, claiming the cars were just rentals, and made a new bet. Whoever could get 2 new cars from the dealership within 10 minutes would win, and the loser would have to bark like a dog in public. Both sides started making calls. Time ticked by, and 2 Maybachs roared into the lot.